Hi everyone, I'm here today to just quickly talk to you about GCSE music and the options that are available to you going forward. Now, for GCSE music, we follow the EdgeCast course. The reason for that is I personally think that it is the best course for our pupils. Okay, so with this EdgeCast course, you can see on the page below that it is split into 3 sections: performing music, composing music, and listening and appraising music. Now, the great thing about the EdgeCast course, admittedly, it still has the same weighting for each component, but for the listening and appraising, there are now only 2 set works that the pupils need to learn. These will be assessed at the end of year 11 in the normal examination season. However, the performing and the composing are done throughout the whole course. The performances can only be recorded in the year 11 due to off-qual, but the compositions can be done throughout the course. For the composing, you would have to write 2 of your own pieces, 1 to a set brief given by the exam board, and with the performing, you would have to do a solo and an ensemble piece. These are both internally assessed and externally moderated, but that is not for you to worry about. Now, you might be thinking, why would I want to choose music? Personally, I find it extremely fun. It's an extremely hands-on subject. It is very, very practical. I like to keep it as interesting as we possibly can. But saying that, it's still extremely academic. You still would have to know all the Italian terms, you would still have to know about keywords, you would still need to be able to read score, and therefore it does make it very, very academic as well as practical. So if that's something that you think would really benefit you, then let's go for it. We work quite heavily with the drama and the dance students to make sure that we put on performances throughout the year, and you are able to produce your own performances and compositions, and not many courses can say that. The reason that I say about making your own performances and creating your own work is that actually you have control over that. So you are somebody who can work their socks off and is self-motivated. It might be that we are currently under coronavirus, but the music industry is worth around £338 million to the UK economy every year. And because of that, I don't know about anybody else, but currently all the things that I'm watching are to do with the industry. So I'm watching people's live streams, and therefore they weren't affected by the recession that we had earlier on in the 2000s. Music qualifications are listed as the most desirable by the British Council, who work with a number of colleges and universities, and I will be honest and say to you that most of my friends who have gone on to become doctors, sound engineers, etc., all took music as a GCSE. Now, GCSE music involves an absolute array of written, analytical, practical, and social and personal skills. You will be able to develop your independent learning, you're developing your teamwork skills, your confidence in your self-esteem, your creativity and self-expression. Now, the most common question I get when asked about music GCSE is, Miss, do I have to perform in front of other people? There is no compulsion with the GCSE for your final grade that you have to perform in front of others. The actual performance is between you, the teacher examining you, and a piece of recording equipment. Now, with that, we would like you to perform to your classmates and perhaps get involved in whole school performances or shows throughout your time as a GCSE music student. There are some expectations of you, and you will be expected to undertake certain roles and certain jobs as part of being a GCSE music student. But all of these things you can talk about when it comes to going to college, going to university, and it also really helps that CV. I just wanted to show you just some testimonials from some previous music students. Okay, so saying that if you're passionate about music, you should go for it. You never know, you might learn something new. The music department only cares that you're happy and just have fun. There are wonderful opportunities that can benefit you and develop you as a musician. What's the most enjoyable thing you've performed about GCSE music? Performing. It releases your inner musician. You might think it sounds cheesy reading some of these, but these are all from students at CHSG. These are all their comments. You have to be committed. You have to make sure that you are going to get yourself to that grade 3 standard on your instrument for your performance. You have to make sure that you are putting in the work. But it is a great, great qualification if we all work together. You may choose that you want to continue with music. You might want to take A-level music. You might want to take A-level music tech. You might want to go and take BTEC music or performing arts, or go down the route of apprenticeships. But all of these skills will provide you the ability to move on to much greater things. If you have any questions about GCSE music, or you want to just talk to me a little bit more about it, please feel free to get in touch, just an email away.